Okay, we're going to go ahead and get started. The purpose of tonight's discussion is to talk about the truth about essential oils and pets. The reason I wanted to do this class this evening is because there was a segment on the NBC5 News in Chicago last week about the use of essential oils and pets from the perspective of a veterinarian. And he pretty much said, he or she said, you can never use oils in pets, and about 70 to 75% of what they said in the clip was inaccurate. So the purpose of the discussion tonight is really more of a myth buster type of presentation. Just to tell you a little bit about me, my name is Audrey Moyna. I am a pharmacist by trade. I'm also a certified clinical aromatherapist. And if you see me getting distracted, it is one of my dogs. So I do have 3 dogs. They are 5, 7, and 8 pounds, or Chihuahuas. I also have a cat who's about 10 or 11 pounds. I have had in my history 5 other cats, so I'm an animal lover. And I am very, very cautious when it comes to anything with my pets, including essential oils, the cleaners I use, because again, I have a dog that's 5 pounds. And so I need to be very, very careful to make sure things that I'm not using for my dogs are toxic, because for a 5-pound dog, it wouldn't take very much to see any type of toxicity. So again, I use essential oils in my pets regularly. And again, the purpose right now of this class is just to talk a little bit about the truth of oils in pets. Quick disclaimer, essential oils do not prevent, treat, or cure disease. Lifestyle choices can help prevent disease, like what we eat. Are you feeding your dog a quality diet? Are you feeding your body quality food? Doctors and veterinarians treat symptoms and fix broken parts, but our bodies really themselves were made to cure disease and heal themselves. As you notice, if you cut your finger as you're cutting your veggies for dinner, it'll heal within a few days. Again, our bodies were made to heal themselves. And so if you're feeding yourself right and you're taking care of your body, same thing with your pets, they can heal themselves. And using essential oils is part of that process of taking care of your body. So this is just a really quickly, what is an essential oil? People are like, I don't even know what that is. So essential oils are the natural aromatic compounds found in plants, and we steam distill the oil out of a plant. It can come out of the leaves or the roots or the flowers or the stems or the seeds. For citrus oils, we actually cold press them out of the rind of the fruit. And essential oils are very powerful. They're safe. They have great benefits for you and your pets if they are used correctly, just like anything else. Anything that is used incorrectly could be harmful. And essential oils, the great thing about them is that they possess therapeutic properties, very similar to medicines. You'll know that a lot of medicines are actually, the basis of them is plants, some type of plant compound, and then they make it synthetically. And that is why we see side effects, is because of the synthetic process. So really quickly, like I said, this is kind of a myth buster class. So the first myth that they talked about was essential oils are dangerous for pets. That is not 100% true. So the truth is that essential oils have been used safely in humans for centuries, so that we know we can use them safely. And essential oils have been used with pets for at least decades, if not more than that. And they can be used safely as long as the owner educates themselves properly. So I think that people, it can be dangerous for pets if you're not using them correctly or you don't know what you're doing. The quality of the essential oil is really vital to its safe use. If you are grabbing a bottle of essential oils off of the shelf in the store, that is not safe use of an oil, because those oils, we don't know where they've been or what is in them. Just to let you know a little bit about quality of oils, according to a well-known essential oil chemist, about 78% of essential oils on the market today are adulterated. And that means that they have synthetics in them, or they've got different oils in them, or they can be diluted with we don't know what. And that is the problem, is if you're going to use an essential oil and you don't know what's in it, it's not pure, then you could be using something that could be dangerous for you or your pet. So the quality of the oil is vital for the safe use. Essential oils, just like prescription medicines, if used incorrectly or in excess, can be dangerous for your pets, just like they can be for you. So again, you need to know how to use them. Adulterated essential oils, like I just talked about, like adulterated prescription medicines, they can be dangerous to people and animals. You need to know where your essential oils are coming from. Okay, do not buy them on the stores and the shelf. Do not buy them on Amazon because you don't know what is in them. And another thing that some people aren't aware of as far as using oils in pets, if you are going to diffuse essential oils around your pets, you shouldn't use more than about 4 drops in your diffuser if there are pets in the room, because more than that is too much for your pets. And so that's usually about what I use in my diffuser anywhere from 2 to 6 drops. But just be aware, if you're seeing some of these recipes or something that says use 20 and 40 drops of essential oil in your diffuser, that is just, it's wrong for pets. And honestly, I wouldn't even use that much for people. So with pets, less is more. Okay. Myth number 2, essential oil should never be used with cats. So this myth was somewhat perpetuated by a viral video on Facebook about a cat named Ernie. The truth of the matter is that cats are much more sensitive to essential oils than humans or dogs. And the reason that is because of how they metabolize them. And so they're missing some metabolic pathways that we all have. And there are oils that can be dangerous for cats. Again, the quality of the essential oil is vital to its safe use. Again, when we're talking about cats, because they are so much more sensitive. And if you're using an oil that might be adulterated in any way, shape, or form, there might be some synthetic in there that you don't know what it is. It could be really, really dangerous. Another truth is that there are many essential oils that should not be used with cats. The 2 big ones we always think of are citrus oils and melaleuca. And I'm going to talk about that in a few slides. Another truth is that essential oils should be used cautiously with cats. So if you're using essential oils in cats, I recommend diffusing. I don't use it much topically. I mean, it's not that you can't use them topically on cats. You can. It's not as recommended. You're better off using diffusion. But again, it should be used very, very cautiously in cats. And then when diffusing essential oils, you need to ensure that the cat always has a way to leave the area. So you never put on a diffuser and close the door so the cat can get out of the room. He needs to be able to get out of the room. So if the oils are bothering him or her, the cat can leave the room. So always remember, if you're diffusing and you have a cat in the house, make sure the door is open so they can go into another room if they don't like the oils. Myth number 3, and again, this came straight from the NBC segment. They said you should not use 100% pure essential oils with pets because they are too strong. The truth is you need to use 100% pure essential oils so that you know what is in them. So we know that they're not adulterated and there are not synthetics. So you should only be using 100% pure essential oils. Otherwise, you don't know the harmful substances that might be included. But you should always dilute your essential oils when using them with pets. So you want something that on the bottle says 100% pure, and you actually know where it came from, because just quickly, you're probably getting sick of hearing me talk about purity. The FDA does not regulate essential oils similar to supplements. So a bottle can say 100% pure, organic, or essential oil, and that does not mean that what is in that bottle is 100% pure oil, and that's just because it is not regulated. So again, do not buy essential oils in the store, because I could put money down that that is not a pure oil. Again, you want to find pure oils. If you'd like to know what type of oils I use, I'd be happy to share that with you. And when you use oils with pets, you need to dilute them. So again, we want 100% pure and we want to dilute. Myth number 4, this was again from the NBC clip. Citrus oil should not be used with dogs. And this, I think, was just a complete mix-up in whoever was writing this segment, because it doesn't make any sense. The truth of the matter is citrus oil should not be used with cats. You can use citrus oils with dogs, If you actually have cats in the house, you have to be careful of your use with citrus, even with your dogs, because cats do not tolerate citrus. So citrus oils, the fact that they can't be used with dogs, that was a myth in the segment. Do not believe that one. So if we look at some of the essential oils to avoid in pets, this is just a little bit of a list showing you that, yeah, there are oils that you should be avoided in pets, just like there's different medicines that should be avoided in different types of people. So for dogs and cats both, you should not use melaleuca, which is tea tree oil. A big thing with this one, it gives me a lot of heartburn, is you see a lot of dog care products like shampoos and stuff that have melaleuca in it. And that is very disconcerting to me because melaleuca should not be used in dogs. Also in dogs, we don't want to use birch or wintergreen. They have a salicylic acid similar to aspirin, so we don't want those. We don't want to use thyme in dogs. There are some oils you don't want to use in dogs that are prone to seizures. So we know some dogs have seizure disorders. You'll see basil, rosemary, eucalyptus, fennel, thuja, camphor. We don't want to use those type of oils if your dog is prone to seizures. Cats, the list is longer. We said already you cannot use melaleuca. We said already you cannot use citrus oils in cats. You shouldn't use basil, peppermint, birch, cinnamon, thyme, clove, oregano, wintergreen, rosemary. For those of you that use oils a lot, you'll recognize a lot of these are what we call hot oils. So the chemical components in those are oils that, again, cats cannot metabolize. So more oils that cannot be used with cats. Some of the symptoms you want to watch out for if you're using essential oils around dogs and cats, lethargy, if they're just kind of looking really tired or dizzy or falling over. Drooling is a more common symptom that they're having problems. Vomiting, anything like that. If you see that, you need to stop the oils, get them in a room with clean air. Again, these are not common things, but I want you to be aware that that is what you would look for in a pet. How to use oils. I'm not going to go into this detail because I'm going to have a class on this next week. For pets, you can use oils aromatically. We talked about that, diffusing. That really helps with behavior. It helps with the mood, cleaning the air. How many of us have like a dog smelling room? Eases breathing. It helps for training. You can use oils topically. So we usually do them on the feet, the rear pads of their feet, along the spine. We don't want to put oils on dogs' faces because, again, the smell might be too strong for them. You do not want to put them on ears, especially if they have floppy ears, because they might get in their eyes. We do not use oils in the ear, eyes, or nose. So remember that when you're using topically. And again, if we use topically, we always want to dilute. Internal, I do not recommend much internal use with pets. You can use internally, but you have to know where your essential oils are coming from, or you do not want to give your dogs essential oils by mouth. So I'm just going to leave it at that. You can talk with whoever might have invited you to this or shown you this video to get more information on that. Essential oil safety, we talked a little bit about this. Dilute with fractionated coconut oil, not water, because oil and water do not mix. Animals vary greatly in size, so you just want to use a tiny amount for sensitive skin, young animals, toy breeds. Like I said, I've got little tiny dogs, so, I dilute a lot. If in doubt, always dilute. We always dilute when we use on animals. Oils don't build up in the system, so it's important to apply often if you're having a chronic problem. Follow all the label directions, and then do not drop oils in the eyes, ears, or nose, like I said before. Acclimate. It's really, really important. You never want to take an essential oil and shove it in your dog's face because their sense of smell is so much stronger than ours. It just puts them off. You don't want to apply it to the head or near the head. What I usually do to acclimate my dogs is I put the oil on myself so they get used to smelling the oil on me. And that way they get used to that oil. They like the oil. I'll diffuse it in a room that I am in so that they get used to that scent. And then, I often let them choose what oils they want. So if I have a couple oils I might want to use on my dog, I don't even take the top off of them. I just put 2 or 3 down on the floor and I see which one he approaches and he interacts with that bottle. And that is usually the oil that I often put in the diffuser for him. In conclusion, again, this was really more about myth busting than learning about what oils to use. But if you're not sure how to use essential oils with your pet, please talk with a holistic vet or certified aromatherapist. This NBC5 clip, they did not consult with a holistic vet or aromatherapist. It was just the perspective of a veterinarian. And so I think that they could have gotten a little bit of counsel from a holistic vet or aromatherapist and gotten some of the facts right. Like I said, do not use store-bought oils with pets. I don't use them with people either, but definitely do not use those with pets because you have no idea what's in them. And then again, don't ever diffuse more than 4 drops of oils when pets are in the room because it is just too strong for them. So those are the areas I wanted to cover, the myth busters that I wanted to share. If you are interested in learning more about which essential oils to use in pets and how to use them, I will be doing an online class a week from today. So that would be Tuesday night, May 8th. And you're welcome to join me for that. And I hope that this was helpful for all of you. Thank you so much and have a great night.